Zoom Survivor is back.
I just kind of panicked. So I kind of was talking to everybody, and I just
7 heroes take on 7 villains in the ultimate game of social strategy.
Tiger leave, let's stir up some drama. Get ready with me as we make chaos.
I know every little thing about Survivor.
Can't tell you how many mood swings I have about this.
Things are getting really interesting, and we haven't even started.
Newbies and returnees compete for the $200 grand prize and the title of Sole Survivor.
Will I change? No. Will I continue to be Kath and slay everybody? Yes. Will I wear my heart on my sleeve every day? Absolutely, unequivocally, yes.
I may be on the heroes tribe, but I'm ready to get a little bit villainous.
This is already funny. They're already scheming, I can tell.
No longer are those promises going to be kept. I will be playing a shady game.
This is Zoom Survivor, Heroes versus Villains. For the first challenge, each team was given a few days to come up with an idea of an invention that would be useful if they were cast on real-life Survivor. Each team will eventually do a Shark Tank pitch to a guest judge. Whoever gets their invention funded will be safe from tribal council. And while the heroes were working on the challenge and socializing, the villains were reckoning with the fact that one of their players has already left the game. Lots of misfortune on the villains tribe. You were down a player right off the bat from a last minute drop. We'll call it a medical evacuation. And then even today, you had one player that it was unable to join for this sort of meet and greet time. Manny, what is the feeling going into this competition already?
I mean, I'm mostly excited because this is new to me. It's the first time ever. A little worried though, but we know with the villains are being always talking, and we can pull it together and have a win and secure our spots.
Yeah, cool. Manny, it is great to have you here as a first-time player, but, Richie and Kath, are you surprised, first of all, let's start with Kath, that I put you on the villains tribe?
To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. And I have thought about it since the season I played, would I come back? I'm back. You may recognize me from the Apocalypse season. I made it to the end and lost by 1 vote.
Kath betrayed me, blindsided me my first time I played for what felt like no good reason. But she seems like a new girl. I'm over it. That was 2 years ago.
I feel like a completely different person than who I was playing the last time.
But do I trust her completely? Absolutely not. Do I want her to make it to the merge with Vince and Lena? Absolutely not.
I'm ready to enter my Jerry Manthe era. I'm ready for my black hat. I'll pack my bags. I'll go back to the beach.
Mm-hmm. And Richie, do you plan on being villainous again this time?
I mean, yeah, we saw how our being villainous got me last season, so don't know if that's my best bet. Last time I was such a game bot. This time I'm just gonna have fun, stir up drama when I can.
I watched every season of this competition, this Zoom Survivor. I came in as a fanboy of Richie. I really was rooting for him. I wanted him to win so badly. He deserved to win, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be playing with Richie. And then now I'm playing with Richie, I'm like, oh my god, I'm playing with Richie. I need Richie gone. I want him out. Good written. Goodbye.
I don't consider myself a villain. I think I was a tragic hero, honestly. But villains have more fun anyway, and I would be sad to be on the heroes tribe, honestly.
All right,
they're gonna eat themselves alive, let me tell you. With all those winners on there, you couldn't pay me to be on their beach.
And Kath isn't far off, as the heroes have already seemed to have drawn lines in the sand.
The game started the second that Ethan put us all in that group chat, and we finally knew who was on our team. That was the second the game started, and it started hard. The mind game started on Monday.
I don't know where we stand, and I'm kind of trying to figure out where that's going to be. Lena has been super great, kind of helping me through, and she's kind of filling me in, how things are being done, and her kind of strategy, how she kind of wants to go forward. And I think I'm kind of on the same page with her.
Lena, I am not sure how I'm feeling about her right now. I do not know if I can trust her.
Lena has been playing kind of hard, working every angle, and I think that it's gonna catch up to her, because I was told that like she was saying that I was creating alliances that I wasn't creating, and she was saying she felt on the outs and just kind of saying stuff to like put a target on me.
I know Kenta and Meg are friends. I think they're going out to dinner together right now. I'm not trying to draw lines in the sand either. I just don't like that they drew lines in the sand already.
But Lena isn't the only one sweating on the heroes team.
Everyone on my tribe is a fucking piece of doo-doo. Everyone on my tribe is against me because I thought of the genius idea to divide up the map with 30 different locations to search from, and suddenly that's shady.
Vince threw out that we should all search for the idol together, and I had a bunch of people messaging me like, what did you think of that?
Everyone was pissed off that Vince wanted everyone to be honest about who's searching where and who's found something or not, and I didn't like that either.
I don't trust Vince at all. He is wanting to know where everyone is looking, and it just felt like he's playing the game like a lot harder than I was ready to be playing it at that point. Yeah, and then also he was apparently telling Joseph that Kenter and I are really close in real life.
Vince is basically going around and telling everyone that Megan and I were close friends outside the game, which isn't actually true.
I love Kenter, but that's just like literally not true. That just like very clearly is Vince trying to start shit.
That kind of put the target on Vince, and Vince is feeling real desperate right now.
How fucking dare you people? I joined this game as a winner who stressed out way too much last time. No longer is that the case. I'm coming for Meg, I'm coming for Kenter, I'm coming for Rachel, and anyone else who wants to backstab me. If, under the condition that I survive the first tribal, because I will admit, it's not looking good for your boy.
We had a bit of an intense week. At least some of us did, but pretty quickly I teamed up with Kenter and Joseph, and also Meg. So the four of us are pretty sure we're gonna vote out someone who's not us, I guess I'll say.
I am in with Kenta and Rachel, and they think Lena was the leaker, but it was me. For some reason, being the newbie, I can get away with like a little bit of chaos, which I've already tried to do. I have probably the best position out of anyone on this tribe, purely because I have so many toes and fingers in everyone's different pie. Being a newbie this time actually is great because I think all of the returnees and all the winners are going to just cannibalize themselves, and I'm happy to sit back and watch a car crash happen. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've played many Orms before. I played a live reality game last year with Christy Bennett, who was the first winner of Australian Survivor, and I was the sole person responsible for blindsiding her and voting her out of the game. And I've always made it onto Australian Survivor as well. 3 years ago in Brains vs. Brawn, I made it all the way to the end of the Castle Profit. I almost got on it and I didn't. I'm very proud of that fact. I almost got on, but I don't know. That's just a random fact about me.
And so as the heroes continue to sort through all their drama, let's see if the villains are doing any better.
This tribe is chaos. It's a mess, a hot mess.
It's weird, so I'm just getting used to it. Getting used to like the people and the gossip and the talk.
I am so excited to forge some new relationships. I bet the newbies are coming after the returners, and it's gonna be a whole dynamic. We're gonna try to pull a newbie in, make them vote off their other newbies. I mean, who wouldn't want to play with us legends?
I'm excited Richie and Robbie are here. I can't wait for this season. And I can't be voted out first because I hate crime. I'm the only woman on the villain tribe. They all know it, so.
You would think that like Kath or Robbie would be in the center of the chaos. No, it's these new players. So first off, I don't know if you've heard about Cookiegate. Cookiegate was this whole thing between Justin and Drew. Drew says something in a group chat about how he makes cookies every day. So I guess Justin messages Drew, you should come over and make cookies for me. And then Drew responds no. Because he just like wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Drew does not seem like a big fan of Justin.
I think, if anything, if we go into tribal, they will all vote for Justin because no one likes Justin right now. Justin has been very chaotic, playing too hard.
I am so ready to play. I've been a Survivor fan forever. And I'm just excited to be here and start to like cause some real and fictional drama as we need to have that fun in our lives.
Justin also is very psychotic sometimes, but I have to stick with the group that I'm stuck with.
Drew responds no, and then just like puts his phone away and like goes to sleep or something. And then when he gets back on Discord, he sees that Justin sent him all these paragraphs being like, "You can't take a joke, like you've been mean to me and I've been nothing but nice to you." Big drama. So they're hashing that out.
The people who are returners are very much taking me in. I am like the middleman between both sides of this, and I'm very happy about it because no one wants me out. However, at the same time too, I'm definitely gonna have to cut corners and cut these people out because of all of that. It's just crazy right now.
It's so funny. It's so funny. There's so much chaos, and I'm not part of any of it, so I'm getting a little bit of FOMO, but at the same time, like, I'm all set. I don't need it. But I love that it's happening, and I'm sitting back with my popcorn, of course.
And after a few days of this mingling, the heroes eventually picked Joseph and Vince to present their idea to a guest judge, while the villains picked Richie and Drew.
So I'm about to present my pitch with Drew right now. Kath put together this presentation, and then Drew had like all these notes for Kath, like all these things he wanted her to change. And then Kath like wasn't really understanding what he was saying, and it was kind of a little tense in the villains chat.
Kath gave us a great thing to work off of. However, there were small little flaws that now I have to improvise and put in to make better. It's kind of sucks because we all sat there and was like, okay, we need to critique our part of the challenge. We need to do something better. We need to do this. And no one did anything.
The heroes, on the other hand, are feeling a little bit more confident.
Hopefully we don't go to tribal council because our invention is amazing. I am noticing that I am getting along better with Lena and Vince, and I think those might be the two I'd prefer to work with over Rachel, Meg, and Kenta.
Joseph, I think him, Lena, and I are pretty good, so we'll see how it goes. So here's what I'm hoping to do, and now that I'm calling my shot, it's not going to work. Again, recapping, I just need to make it past that first tribal, and then we're good to go no matter what. I've relaxed a little bit, but I do want to screw over anyone who's played hard and fast going into this.
And with that, the fate of our competitors are left in the hands of Jaden, the winner of Zoom Survivor All-Stars. So villains, whenever you're ready, just go ahead, take it away.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Have you ever won immunity and then just have to give it away and then get voted out immediately? Fail. Have you ever made it to final tribal council and then did not win? Fail. Hi, I'm Drew. You may know me from... Actually, you don't. I never won a damn thing. But we're going to change that now with our lovely new product. From the Cutting Corners Couture, we are asking for $1 million because we got the invention for you. For the player who's willing to take chances, make mistakes, even avoid mistakes, and get the win. What the hell is it? Well, it's a glove. The Gooped Gagged glove was designed for you to get the winning chance before you get gooped, gagged, and gutted in this competition. Each glove is fit with the 5 essential bases of the Survivor icons.
So we start off with the thumb, Boston Rob the Builder. Now, obviously we're on an island out there, so we're going to need some sort of like tools to like, cut a branch, make a fire, cut a fish. So your thumb of your glove, it actually has a built-in attachment of a Swiss Army knife to help you build. So consider yourself heavily aided at any fire making challenges that should arise. Shout out to Boston Rob. Next, we have the pointer finger. This is all about Tony, you can't see me. No, 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 no. So pointer finger of this glove, it's includes a small recording device, and you will use that to secretly record anything that anyone says. Also, the pointer finger has camouflage paint on the fingertips, so you can just kind of like do that, have a little PETA from the Hunger Games moment where you can hide in the bushes, hide in the dirt, hide in the rocks, and eavesdrop. All right, now we're onto that middle finger, the snap out of it, Sandra middle finger. When all that drama is going down, you just want to be like Sandra and take a step back and grab some popcorn. So this middle finger of the glove, you hear your name come up, snap your fingers and wipe the memories. Simple as that. Simple as that. The memory's wiped and you're good to go. You're in the clear. Queen stays queen. All right, Parvati, who else would be the ring finger besides Parvati? The flirtation, the Black Widow. Out of the middle finger of this glove will come pheromones, and those pheromones will make people just fall in love with you, want to work with you, and want to give you $1 million or $200 in this case. Last but not least, we got the pinky for little old Russell. He was good at finding idols. So that's what the pinky of this glove will do. It will help you hunt. It will help you hunt. You kind of just point that pinky around and it's like, oh, this way. That's where the idol is, and you just follow your pinky. And also in the pinky of the glove is a detector, which you can kind of like scan it over your idol, and it will detect whether or not it's a real or a fake immunity idol. Because we know these days, if you guys are watching Modern Survivor, you cannot trust an idol. You just can't, unless you have the gooped and gagged glove.
Thank you very much, Drew and Richie. All right, Vince and Joseph,
Awesome.
It is your turn.
Good evening, Jaden, our sole investor. We have one question for you. Have you ever been stranded on an island with other contestants, constantly worrying what they're thinking or what they're saying about you? I bet you do. Now, boy oh boy, do we have the solution for you. As you all know, the game of Survivor is built off social interactions, and one of the main things that people do to each other is lie. So to solve this issue, we've created a tool to make the social landscape of Survivor survivable. The Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector. This device is like nothing else on the market. Do you have a seeking suspicion that your so-called ally isn't so aligned anymore? Well, just use the Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector. It's pretty simple. This solar-powered device acts like a Geiger counter for bullshittery. All you have to do is point the device at the player, and it'll give you a scale on 1 to 10 of how much they're bullshitting you. If it reads 1, then they're your ally. And the closer it gets to 10, it means the more bullshitty and how hefty it is. It fits in the palm of your hand, and it even has a stealth mode, so they won't even know that you're using it. First, we've got Johnny Fairplay telling his peers that his grandma died. Top tier bullshittery. Then we've got Eric believing Natalie that he would be safe if he gave over the immunity necklace. Bullshittery. And the last time that it probably would have been useful was just basically any time Boston Rob talked. High level bullshittery. But wait, there's more. Not only can the Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector detect whether or not someone is lying to you, it can also detect whether an idol or an advantage is fake. Just point the bullshit detector at the object and it will tell you whether it's real or not.
The Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector also comes with an all-natural, organic, no preservatives added, actual human shit detector. Imagine you're out on the island, your bowels are a-rumbling, the turtle head's a-peeking, and you can feel it's time for an ocean poop. You wade into the water. Is that a fish? No, that's someone's turd. With the Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector, never worry about your fellow castaways' lingering excrement interrupting your own water toilet time. Poopy promises, crappy conversations, actual literal shit. The Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector detects it all. And to prove it, let's give it a test right in this very Zoom room. I'll turn off stealth mode so you can all hear if it activates. Beep, 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 beep. Oh my God, it's bullshit from the villains! Oh, they're in the toilet! You can never trust those villains with all their features. Are you going to sneak an instruction manual for all those damn features on that glove onto the island? No. Don't flush your money down the toilet on their invention. In this game of deception and deceit, what's the only thing that you can trust? The game-changing, turd-detecting necessity, the Bootylicious Brigade's bullshit detector. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say great work to both teams. It's clear that you guys put a lot of, actually, a lot of energy into those presentations. So respect on that. I really did like the simplicity of the second product of just the bullshit detector. One thing I will say about the villains presentation, it was a little bit long and a little bit text heavy. And the fact that the heroes actually called that out in their presentation. Also, don't know if that was planned, but that was a burn and a solid burn on there. Did like the nods to history throughout each presentation. Overall, though, I think the one that really grabbed my attention is the bullshit detector.
And just like that, the heroes win their first challenge and send the villains to tribal council.
Okay, so this has truly been the most hectic first week of the game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Our team is a hot mess. God bless us.
I have no idea what's going on. I am just so happy that me, Kath, and Richie have each other.
It's chaos. Still don't know what the plan is fully. Sorry, I'm eating my burrito.
A lot has happened. I wake up to messages from Justin basically saying that he does all this work for our alliance, me and Manny, basically saying that no one appreciates him, no one here appreciates him at all what he's doing, and no one gives him the time of day. In all reality, that is the complete opposite of what's going on. We are all working together, looking for advantages together. We all are putting out our inputs, and he's the one who literally will take it and throw it into the mud and be like, this is not how we're doing it. We're doing it this way.
I think I have the numbers. I am like terrified. I want to use my idol, but I also am like, I don't think I'm super in danger. So I'm thinking it would just be best for me to just like sit, stay calm, not worry.
I'm like, dude, calm down. Like, give me something to work with here because I want to work with you and I wanted to vote out Richie, but now I don't know what I want to do.
These other three newbies, and I don't mean to sound annoying, there's no way to strategize with them. They're absolutely chaotic. I mean, Drew is playing both sides, so I don't know what to tell him. I know my name has been thrown out there from Justin, which Justin has some crazy vendetta against me for absolutely no reason.
Found out Robbie has been talking some colossal shit on me. So cute. Borderline like offensive, borderline gross. Apparently I'm trying too hard and playing the game, but like Robbie's been doing this to like multiple people. I'm like, who's really trying to play the game hard, honey?
So I don't know what his problem is. He's doing this whole returners versus newbies thing, but he didn't even give me a chance to play with him. And he's been saying some pretty messed up shit about me without any sort of proof behind it.
So it's like talking to me about Manny and is like, oh, it's stupid that he's trying to work as a team to find an immunity idol. And then is going to Manny and saying like, oh, we should work together. You should tell me where you're hiding or you're looking for these hidden idols. I'm like, okay, girly, you need to stop telling him because he's using you. He literally is talking shit on you in other DMs.
It turned out that Robbie was searching for advantages with Manny and Drew, and Robbie told me that I was the only person he was searching for advantages with. But I'm like, Robbie, you already lied to me. But I still want to keep him as a close ally because I don't know. I feel like, am I stupid?
I did stir up the drama. I told Richie that Kath and Robbie were working together. So I went to Richie, was like, hey girl, we should work together. Like Robbie and Kath are working together. And he's like, what the hell? Like, what am I supposed to do here? So I think he's on my side right now. Looks like we're going to vote out Robbie tonight. Cross our fingers, America. Let's hope for the best.
So let's just begin with our very first tribal of the season. I was listening in on y'all a little bit before this, and Robbie and Richie, y'all were dishing a little bit about how you feel like you should have won. Robbie, what do you think it is that brought you here?
You know, I think we all agreed on the product, and I think that, you know, it was a tribe decision. I unfortunately wasn't able to be there for the brainstorming process, but I think it's really subjective to who the guest judge is. So I feel like we just needed to make a product that was more universally understood rather than just like in our tribe.
Justin, I see you are, I guess, in agreement with what Robbie is saying. Robbie was worried that he wasn't able to make it for a lot of the planning sessions. Would that be a justifiable reason to vote him out tonight?
I mean, we're not all jerks. He had a legitimate reason to not be here. And when he gave feedback, he gave very like solid, helpful feedback that was useful when making the product. So I would say absolutely not.
Thank you, Justin. I hope it's true because I did have a legitimate reason for not being there, but I hope that wouldn't be used against me.
For sure, for sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Kath, in your season, I think every single challenge we did, we went to tribal right afterwards. What was it like having a long break before, in between the challenge and tribal this time?
Tribal is always chaotic, and that's what makes a really good Survivor season, in my opinion. I feel like in past seasons, you just have to be like on it and just like go with your gut. And I feel like the more time you have to think, the more people can get paranoid, the more things can kind of come up. And I empathize with that because if you're playing Survivor and you don't get paranoid, it's like, are you really playing Survivor? No matter how you cut it, it's difficult going to tribal.
Drew, would you say in these days leading up to tribal that there was just, a little bit of conversation at the beginning? Okay, we have a good plan, or was it like frantic throughout the whole time?
I will say that like every day you're gonna wake up to something new. To me, like I will wake up and I will just be like, now what's going on? It's very stressful to try to figure out what's going on. And like Kath said, like you get paranoid very easily. You sit there and you question every single thing that you have done because you're over here like, did I wake up and be upset one day and that could be the reason I go home?
And I think that is the downfall to having so many days in between because paranoia is going to occur. So I think it's just imperative to trust the gut and trust people that you have made genuine connections with. At this point in the game, you do kind of have to put some trust into others, at least in the slightest.
Yeah, Manny, Drew and Robbie are bringing up a very interesting dichotomy. On the one hand, every day is a new day. You can backstab anyone at any time. But on the other hand, you want to build relationships and have alliances. We saw on the show, the real life show last night, one of the players said the era of alliances is over. Where do you stand on this sort of day to day versus long game?
Look, it's very funny because I try to talk to everybody at least a little bit, and everybody's involved in their own personal life too. So there's times where it's a little bit of radio silence. So it's like Kat said too, like that paranoia starts creeping on you. So it's a little bit of kind of both worlds. I mean, alliances are always good as long as you can trust everybody on it. So it all depends who are your allies or who says they're gonna be your ally and what's about to happen.
Manny, it's funny you say that though, because I feel like you said radio silence happens, but I feel like I've talked to you and Justin least about the game. I understand you have your own personal life, but when you say radio silence, every time I've tried to continue a conversation with you or Justin, it comes to a dead end. When it comes to game, at least. We talk ha ha ha, kiki. When it comes to game, nothing. So that makes me nervous about you two.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we all have like our own stuff at work and everything. So sometimes I'm like at work and like doing things or whatever not. But I do try to like talk to a little bit with everybody. So it's a matter of perspective, I guess.
Yeah, I guess my perspective is you don't want to play this game with me, and neither does Justin. I don't want to be bamboozled.
Justin, your name is being thrown out here. How do you feel about that?
Lovely. This is lovely. I will be honest, I thought I was giving you space last weekend. Yeah, kind of surprised, but that's fine. No problems.
But within the space you've given me, I've heard that you've been talking a lot of smack as well and stuff about me that with no sort of facts behind it, with no fact base. I mean, you didn't even give me a chance to really pitch anything. And I feel like you've been slandering my name, which I get. You're making me a target. However, I think you're doing a lot of low blows with no reasoning behind it. So
I'm sensing defensiveness, which is interesting. And
well, yeah, when I hear my name and what you've been saying, I'm gonna be defensive.
Robbie, are you just saying, Justin, why are you saying my name, or are you saying why am I gonna be the vote?
No, I don't even care about the vote. That's part of the game. I think it's more Justin taking personal attacks that I've heard towards me and get back to me. Making me a target is one thing, but creating lies and stuff like that and making crazy rumors, it is all a game at the end of the day. And I think if not today, it's pretty clear who my target's going to be.
Richie, we were talking earlier in the tribal about how, to what extent does your availability outside of our sessions factor into the vote?
I don't really think it factors into the vote too much. I mean, I was nervous that my performance in the challenge would make me an easy target, but everyone to my face is saying that doesn't make me a target. But I've also heard whispers of like people behind my back.
What is the general perception? I saw in your group chat that you were saying where you would like to search and just trying to keep track with the team. What is the perception about what's going on with advantages? Does anybody want to chime in?
I was the one that brought it up, like as a team, to like maybe have like an idea, know like which area everybody was searching, so that we didn't repeat the same spots, and maybe somebody from us will like take the advantage. But nobody took me up on the offer, and that just died down there.
I know my name was thrown out there for having an advantage by someone, and I absolutely don't. So I just want to be clear, I don't have anything, and I wish I did because I feel like I do need it tonight. Absolutely.
Well, we may find out about advantages going forward. I will also say I'm very surprised at how forward this very first tribal is. We're naming names already. This is going to be very interesting. All right, let's get into the vote. I'm going to bring you all one by one into the voting booth.
I know that the vote is going to be split 2 and 2 on Justin and Manny and Robbie. So I'm going to break that and I'm going to vote for...
I really want to be voting Justin out, but I think we can't at this point, and I'm sorry, Drew. You're an amazing person.
That was very interesting. I'm going to vote for Robbie. That's all I have to say.
Oh my God, what a rush. It is literally nothing personal. It just is more of, this is how far we can take you within this game.
You unfortunately just got caught in the crossfire. Thank you so much for all of the information you have given us. And this doesn't feel good at all, but it's just gotta happen. It's how this game goes.
But sorry, Robbie.
The votes are in, and I will read the votes, but before I do, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the last chance to do so this tribal council. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna play my idol.
All votes cast against Justin will not count. All right, I will read the votes. First vote, Drew. Second vote, Manny. Third vote, Robbie. Fourth vote, Robbie. 2 votes, Robbie. Fifth vote, Drew. 2 votes, Drew. 2 votes, Robbie. 1 vote left. The first person voted out of Survivor is Drew. Drew, so sorry. Need you to leave the Zoom call.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Drew.
Drew.
Bye, Drew. Thanks for playing. All right, everybody. Congratulations on surviving the first vote out. You are all dismissed. See you in the Discord.
See you there.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.